What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Impact Gaming Center's channel. We are live and in living color. We've got Will on Dimir Merfolk against Cervante on Mono Blue Merfolk. It's going to be a barn burner. It's going to be a ton of fun. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. And if you're watching live, thank you all so much. And if you're watching after the fact on YouTube, hey, we appreciate you all the same. But if you are, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell icon so you don't miss out on all of our content. We got Rashad and Dockport and times 2 and an ether vial for Cervante. Will just has the one ether vial. This should be an interesting matchup. Ton of islands, so but we'll see. We'll see how this one goes. Again, thank y'all so much. My name's Les Alex. Hey, I make content on the internet as well as and you can go check it out on YouTube. Just search Les Alex. You'll probably find it. You probably find it. I would wager if you typed in the words Les and Alex with no spaces, you would find it. But here is a Svlin. And let's see how Cervante wants to move forward with this turn. Get on in there. Yeah, we got a reader. We got a reader. Alrighty. Sorry, I'm getting the some things set up on the back end here. Trickster inbound. Sorry about that, folks. Getting things set up for your viewing pleasure. Here's a Merfolk Trickster, so here you go. Bam. There that is. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Thoughtseize. Target. Cervante. He's got 2 lands. He's like, read them and weep. So down to 13 goes Will. Gonna play a swamp. Has a fatal push in hand. Unfortunately, though, Will can't cast that. On the Sivloon. Sivloon? I don't know how to say it. Not sure the card that Cervante just drew. Tide Shaper. Good old Tide Shaper. Gonna enter the fray here. All right, here's a frog. There's Tide Shaper, by the way. And Psychic Frog entering the battlefield. What does Will want to do here? There's Psychic Frog. When there's a deals combat damage to a player, Planeswalker, draw a card, discard a card, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and you can exile 3 cards from your graveyard. And it gains flying until end of turn. Pretty nifty. Hey, River of Tears, the Maverick. How y'all doing tonight? Sorry, I'm messing with stuff right now. I didn't even see y'all comment. But thank y'all so much for hanging out with us tonight. And Shavante going to take a turn. I did not intentionally put a Merfolk mirror match on camera either. Will was gonna be the feature match regardless, and it just turned out that Shavante was playing Merfolk as well. So. Ooh, yeah. Hit a Tide Shaper. And gonna get in there. Gonna draw a card. Gonna be a Mutavault. Will take 7. Or Will takes 3, drops to 7. And pass back. Didn't quite catch and see what Will drew there. Anybody know? All right. Frog going to get in there. Going to draw a Master of the Waves for Will. Fortunately, he can't cast it. Not only with his mana, but he can't put it into play with Ether Vial currently yet either. There's a Mutavault. Shavante's got a Master as well. Pass back. There's a Master of the Pearl Trident for Shavante. And Shavante going to get into the red zone with this blue deck. Oh, that's a Master of the Pearl Trident. Gonna take down Shavante's Master of the Pearl Trident. And gonna block like that. Pretty Down to 4 goes Will. But now he has board control. Let's see how... right? Frog's the best merfolk ever. That's good. Alrighty. Will takes his turn, draws his card, flicks through his cards here. Surveys the battlefield, thinking about Ether Vial, Island in hand. Of course, Shavante does have a potential blocker in the ways of Mutavault. And has a couple cards in his hand. Just going to attack, draw a card off of the Frog. Down to 16 goes Shavante. And pass back. Can't quite get a good look at what card Shavante just drew. Maybe we will find out soon. I don't even know what that is. All right, we're activating the Mutavault. Deep-Root Pilgrimage. Whenever one or more non-token merfolk into the battlefield, you get a... Oh, it makes the tokens with hexproof. Sure. Down to 1 goes Will. And a pass back. What's Will got here? Ether Vial Island we know about, but can't quite see the other card that he just picked up. Chat, help me out. I'm not quite sure what it is. Oh, is that an Otawara? Could bounce the big merfolk. If it is, has an island. That is a legal play if he has 4 islands. I don't know if it is, though. I believe it's it was an Inquisition of Kozilek. Oh, does Will have? Just going to discard and make his Frog a beefcake. And serve. Down to 11 goes Shavante, which means Will gets a draw, but what did Will draw? Might be lights out for Will here in game 1. Shavante plays Island. Activating the Mutavault. Just 1 point of damage is going to knock Will out here. Adawara drawn for Shavante. That's pretty good. Will's graveyard is off of the camera, just right outside of it, so there are cards in his graveyard. I thought Will had an island in his hand. I guess it isn't an island. Or I guess it wasn't. So there's 5 in the air. Down to 6 goes Shavante. Tide Shaper. Yep. So that's an island, and there's another Tide Shaper. All right, I was just scrolling out to see if Will had 3 cards in his graveyard that he can exile to the frog, because potentially Shavante plays the Adawara. Shavante, I think, has a Hex Catcher in hand. Oh, okay. So Shavante, I guess there were some takesy-backsies there. Shavante bouncing the Master of the Pearl Trident back to Will's hand. And Shavante finds the line and is going to win game number 1 here. Merfolk, Mono Blue Merfolk, beating Dimir Merfolk. So there we go. On to the sideboard games. Here we go. Let's transfer it back. Hey, hi, everybody. What's up? Thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight, especially if you're watching live. It means the world you're here on a Friday night hanging out with me and all of the players here at Impact. We've got a packed house. I don't know how many players, but there's a lot. 20 plus playing Modern. I would say probably 30 plus playing Commander. But yeah, thank you all so much. Again, we appreciate you. And hey, we just got ImpactGamingCenter.gg, our website. So if you're looking for Magic the Gathering cards, gaming stuff, accessories, D&D, board game, anything like that, check out ImpactGamingCenter.gg for all your gaming needs. Go do it today. We ship all over the place. Or if you're local, you can order to have it picked up and be ready by the time you get here. Love to watch more Modern. Oh, after you finish your FNM? That's fair. That's fair. So go play. Come back. But yeah, we're in round number 1. Will falls to Shavante here. And we'll see. We'll see how this one goes. Let's switch back down to the battlefield. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. We do appreciate it. It's the most most awkward part of the match, right? Shuffling, sideboarding. These guys look like they're getting along pretty well. Nice table banter. Never hurt anybody. WCRZ, no, I will be commentating tomorrow. It's going to be a ton of fun. So if you are watching this live, just know we have an RCQ tomorrow. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to be starting at 10 a.m. The crack of 10 a.m. So be here or be square. It's going to be a 1K. So there's going to be a ton of people, I'm sure, from the St. Louis and surrounding areas as Shavante takes his first mulligan here. Are you playing in the RCQ tomorrow? All right, Dark Slick Shores and an Ether Vial. Island, Tide Shaper. Back to Will, puts a counter on Ether Vial. Ooh, there's a Bowmasters in hand. Tide Shaper, not the best, but rooting for the non-Nadu players. I'm rooting for the Nadu players. Let's go. Get that thing out of here. The more it wins, the more likely they will actually just ban Nadu, so. All right, so Bowmasters enters. Oh, that's an alt art Lord of Atlantis. Okay. So Island Walk against the blue deck's pretty good, I think. Last time I checked, +1/+1's also not too shabby. There's a master. Whew. Gonna get in there. All right, here comes a fatal push. Master gonna hit the bin. Double block on Lord of Atlantis. So Tide Shaper gonna do a point, and then everything's gonna die. Or 2 points. Sorry, yeah, because the +1/+1. That's right. That's right. Down to 14, and here's a Lord of Atlantis for Will. At the end step, Will gonna draw. Hex Catcher is the draw. Thoughtseize, Hexcatcher, Ether Vial. Not sure the last card in Will's hand. Hexcatcher, Violin, a Hexcatcher. Get in there. Down to 15 goes Shavante. Land for turn. All right. So, Tide Shaper save inbound. Pass back. Thoughtseize, target you. Down to 12, gonna hit the Ether Vial. All right. Get on in there. Island Walk. Down to 9. Oh, and there's another Ether Vial. Okay. Here's the enchantment here for Shavante. And 9 all. But Will has the bigger board. Shavante draws. Makes the Merfolk. Master of the Pearl Trident. Pretty good. Back to Will. Down to 3 goes Shavante. Yeah, and if Shavante would have tapped the Merfolk, or I'm sorry, the Mutavault, he would have been able to deploy the Master of Pearl Trident last turn. Not sure how Shavante's getting out of this one. Unless he has a way to get rid of the Lord of Atlantis. I think Will's going to be pushing this one to game 3. Well, maybe. Let's do some math here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8, 9. Is that exactly 9? And there it is. Yes, it is. Shavante. Holy moly. Will going to extend the hand. And there you have it. Shavante gonna do it with Mono Blue Merfolk beating Will's Dimir Merfolk. That was quite the match, honestly. Hey, good work, Shavante. He was joking with me before I came in the booth. He's like, "You're not gonna just talk a bunch of smack about me." I'm like, "No, of course not. I never do that." But yeah, no. Congrats, Shavante, beating a really good player and Will here, and yeah, moving on to 1-0 here at our FNM. Thanks, everybody, so much for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell icon so you don't miss out, and set it to all so it shows you every single video we publish here on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, thank you so much. We'll be back for round 2 momentarily, and we will see you in the next one. Adios.